Blood! Get to the chopper! Do it now! Bend her over! Spanker! Fucking retarded. What's up, my beautiful babies? It's like 7:11 in the morning, and I have my fucking DUI class. Ugh. I had to get it reinstated because my teacher failed to mention that even though we got holidays off and we didn't have to go on holidays, that we still had to reschedule them. She failed to mention the rescheduling part, so I got dropped from the class. I had to get reinstated. It cost me an additional $60 plus $60 for the MAD program. So I don't know why I'm having to pay for things that I'm being forced to take, but whatever, I'm over it at this point. So the other day I was doing promo at work, and for those of you who don't know, I work in a strip club. Deja Vu Showgirls out here in Rancho Cordova. Come check it out. I get you in. But what promo is I drive around in the company vehicle with a girl and we hand out flyers all day. Not a stripper, a waitress, but they don't know that. So we're driving around. We go to this bar to hand out flyers. Un momento, por favor. This cough reminded me of something. I have to take my medicine. You guys like my panda lighter? That's hella dope, huh? Because you ain't got one. Holy crap. Woo! There you go. There's the $1 million cough. I look like shit because it's 7 o'clock in the goddamn morning and I just woke up, so shut the fuck up. I had to pee, but my fucking Carmen pajamas are dope, and if you don't think those are dope, my red silky ones will blow you away. And if you don't think those are dope, well, then you're just a straight up loser. Sorry. But no, so anyway, we go into this bar, and we get ID'd. At the time, I didn't know what I know now, about my coworker, but I won't, put her shit on blast, because, well, fuck it, you don't know who I'm talking about. She's 19, and she didn't have a fake ID, it was somebody else's ID that kind of looked like her, and so she managed to get in. They checked my ID, I'm 25, but, at this time, my ID was expired, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't serve you, your ID is expired." I'm like, "Well, that's okay, because I'm just here to hand out flyers." And she's like, "Oh, well, why didn't you say that sooner?" And I'm like, "Because I like being ID'd. Because I rarely get ID'd." Here's the problem with this, though. And I was thinking about it. And I was trying to make sense of it. And I figured I'd ask you guys. Why in just this is why in the hell do I need to renew my driver's license? Why do I even need to renew my ID? I'm still 20 fucking 5. Just because my ID's expired doesn't mean I'm automatically 7 again. Believe me, that would be dope as shit. Not fucking possible, but dope as shit. So, why, I don't understand that. Why they can't serve me just because my fucking driver's license is expired. Like, oh, I can give you alcohol because your license is expired. You're no longer 25 until you get your license renewed. Like, that's fucking retarded. Because, like, that means, like, if I were to try to buy cigarettes, I couldn't buy cigarettes. If I wanted to buy alcohol, I couldn't buy alcohol. I mean, liquor stores really don't care because, you know, they're going to lose money if they don't. But still, all these places that are going to deny me my rights as an adult because I didn't pay the $33 to get a new license. And the reason why I know it's $33 is because I went and got my new one yesterday. Oh my god, it was so cool too. Okay, so my license, I'm not gonna show you guys because that's stupid. But my picture, I look terrible. I was like 200 pounds, hella fucking furry, and just bad, just nasty. Um, I didn't know I was gonna get a new picture taken. Otherwise, I would have fucking like looked better. My mom was like, "Oh no, they're gonna retake your picture," and I'm like, "Why? They didn't retake yours." My assumption was that my shit was gonna look like that forever. No, but I got to change my weight on there, and that made me happy because I was like 190 or like lying that I was 190 because I was like 200 or something like that in that ID, but like I'm 170 now, maybe less. So like I got to change that a little bit. Oh, and my height because I'm 5'7" and I was 5'6" when we got the ID. So yeah. Give me a second, you guys. Breakfast of Champions. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I take DUI classes, which I mentioned earlier. Yet I'm still sitting here smoking weed. But I have a good reason as to why. I actually have a few good reasons as to why I do drugs before my DUI class. One is because marijuana is my medicine. Sorry, cannabis. Marijuana is a slang term created by the government. I smoke cannabis because, well, it's medicinal for me. I mean, yeah, I like the way it makes me feel, and yeah, I like being high. But sorry about that. I like smoking weed because it helps my brain calm down, and it helps me just focus and just become part of the world or disappear away from the world. So that's why for the weed, because these classes are stressful because it's all about how drugs are bad and alcohol is bad, and even if you do alcohol or drugs one time, you're a bad person. You're automatically a drug addict. You're not automatically an alcoholic. So that's why. Basically, I'll snort an antidepressant or coke or smoke some weed or drink a beer before I go to a DUI class because, you know, first of all, it's my goddamn life and I should be allowed to do what the fuck I want. And they're like, oh, you can't do it 24 hours before the class, and if we smell it on you, you're going to get dropped out of that class. How are you going to smell it on me if I did it the night before? I mean, are you fucking retarded? Like, no, really, my last teacher said that shit. Like, she was like, if I would have smelled that on you, I would have let you, you wouldn't have been sitting here right now. I'm like, how the fuck would you have smelled it on me? I did it last night. But that's reason number two. And one and two. Reason number three is because I wasn't even the one driving. Okay? So, technically, these classes are for nothing. And they're for nothing anyway because I already know these things. I'm already completely fucking aware of the fact that, I shouldn't be doing 90% of what I do. Um, but I'm working on it slowly. And with yesterday, I'm working on it a little bit more. One of my family members is in the hospital from a heroin overdose, and we don't know if she's gonna make it. I apparently know this family member from back when we were like really, really little, but I have like because of my post-traumatic stress disorder, I can't remember a lot of my past because there's a lot of traumatizing moments in my past that made me pretty much just wipe out my entire childhood. I still get bits and pieces here and there, but for the most part, I don't even know what the fuck. Yeah, but apparently, I knew her at some point, but I wish I could remember, and it really sucks. That she's in this situation because like. I hope she pulls through because I do want to get to know her because she's my family, and when I do remember as a kid my family being very, very close, and now I'm lucky to see half my family even at Christmas time. Like, it's terrible. Family members I used to see almost all the time. The only time I see them now is when somebody dies. And that's not right, That's not okay. Like, oh my god, the only time I see you is when it's Christmas or somebody dies. Like, you kidding me? She's not dead, but she's in a pretty bad, you know. She's I don't know what it is, but basically she might make it, she might not. If she does make it, she's not going to be the same person, but at least she'll be alive. She'll be she'll have to be in a wheelchair and shit, and but she'll probably be able to communicate a little bit. She won't be completely gone, but she won't be, the same. So hopefully that works out, cuz it sucks. And it was a heroin overdose, and I'm not going to talk too much detail about it out of respect for her and my family. And honestly, you guys don't really need to know that much detail. That's nothing against you guys, but it's personal. And the fact that I'm even saying this is, personal. But it was a heroin overdose, and I guess there was like a couple other drugs, but we are not completely sure yet. But I guess everything was fine when they left. They were, happy talking to each other, and then like 20 minutes later, you know, they're finding out this. But it was rough, and it was rough for my mom because that, like, she knows my family member's mom, um, or I'll just say my cousin's mom, and who's also my cousin. It's family. I don't really quite know the relationship because I barely fucking see them. But my mom felt her pain because I was on the streets. I was homeless. I was hopped up on meth and heroin and God knows what other fucking stupid shit. But I was out on the streets and I had a staph infection and I almost died from it once. And actually, that's how my mom found out I was on meth. Was the doctor told her. But I was gone and spun out all the time, and there were times where I would just not talk to her. I disappeared for an entire month on purpose, because I wanted people to feel bad, because I was in a state of mind where I hated everybody, and I wanted everyone to feel bad for the way they, or the way I thought they were treating me. So my mom would go through this just terrible pain of, holy crap, my kid might be dead. And there were times where I almost was. And so seeing the situation and being in this situation now is really hard for both of us, because she almost went through this with me, and I almost was in this situation. So for those of you watching who do drugs, um, I understand rave drugs aren't that bad, but they're still just as deadly. You can overdose on ecstasy. You can overdose on acid. You can overdose on almost every drug. I'm not saying quit. I'm not saying go on the straight and narrow. No. We all have our vices. We all have our things that make us happy. But to those of you who are doing heroin and who are doing meth and those harder drugs that, fuck up your life, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at your teeth. Look at your skin. Look at your eyes. Look at your body. Look at your face. Look at your nails. Look at your hair. For those of you who just recently started doing it, it will fuck you up. I went from 230 pounds to 110 pounds in the course of 3 years. I didn't even know. I went from 230 to 130 in the course of 4 months. Because when you're on meth, you don't eat. All you do is sit and tweak. If you do leave, you don't know the world. And the more you do it, the more it takes you away. The more it sucks your soul away from you. I became different things. I became abusive towards my girl, which caused her to leave me, end up twacked out of her mind even more than, she was when she left. Now she's with some 50-something-year-old dude living in a tent in a backyard. I don't take responsibility for her actions now, but while we were together, yeah, I could have helped change things. But I was gone. Drugs will destroy you. I did heroin 4 times. The first time I did it was with people I barely knew. And I barely trusted. I passed out in their back seat. I just met these people. I passed out in their back seat of their car. They could have done whatever the fuck they wanted with me. Fortunately, they didn't. But they could have. The one guy kept trying to pressure me into doing heroin through a needle because I smoked it through aluminum foil. And then I tried it again. Someone, brought some over. He's like, want to, smoke some black? And I'm like, fuck it, sure, why not? It tasted good, I'm not gonna lie. I like the way it tastes, I like the way it smells, but I did a little bit of it and smoked some weed, and I ended up doing meth later that day. So, in reality, I really didn't know what the fuck it felt like. Did it a few more times, and then the 4th time I did it, a homie of mine brought a dub over to my hotel, and we sat in the bathroom for a good 20-30 minutes, and I started to feel really good. I was like, alright, yeah, I feel fine, I feel great, and then I stood up, and I was like, no. Couldn't reach for the meth pipe, couldn't fucking do anything. I was gone. I ended up passing out, woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and just death pain. Just death. Looking at my friends, telling them, if you ever let me do heroin again, I will fucking destroy you. They were like, alright, we'll make sure you don't do it again. I'm like, thank you. That was bad. But, drugs, yeah, they make your world great. Yeah, they make everything better in here. And the reality of it is, it's killing you. It's destroying you inside and out. I watched my girl's teeth slowly rot away from peroxide. Because methane peroxide basically creates acid for your teeth. We watched one of her teeth corrode. It was disgusting. We both ended up with staph infections because we barely showered because we were tweaked all the time. She would come home smelling awful. Just awful. And I probably didn't smell too good myself because I never showered. Never ate. I seriously, I barely shit. And when I did shit, it hurt. Barely ever shit. I ended up with gonorrhea because, I was sleeping with these, homeless chicks that were disgusting. And drugs can destroy you. And a lot of people, you guys hear that shit all the time. Your fucking high school police officer with the DARE program and all this blah 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 and these things on TV and these things on the internet. You want to see some real fucking shit on drugs? You really want to see what drugs are like? Watch the Australian commercials for meth. With the kid going through his mom's purse, and he's sitting there talking, you can hear him in the background narrating, I love my mom, blah, 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 and she comes up begging him to stop, and he socks her in the face. I've almost killed my own mom. Multiple times. There was a no trespassing warrant on this house for a while because of it. Meth will make you go psycho. Meth will make you do things you would never think of. I only did heroin 4 times, but I've seen heroin addicts, and I've seen what they go through. One of my friends is a heroin addict, and he goes through parking lots just asking people for change, just so he can get heroin. But there's just so much, you want to see that, like I said, those Australian commercials. And then there's a poem, that I'll post onto, my Facebook for you guys. There's a poem about meth that I read it and started having flashbacks. The commercials gave me flashbacks, and this poem gave me flashbacks, and I'll post the links to both of them. But those were the most realest things that I've ever seen for meth, and why I ever did the drug, I don't know. Yeah, it made me a great artist. Yeah, it helped me lose weight. But the things that it also did to me, the things that it could have done to me, so much worse. I had a friend, I just saw him recently. I've been out of Sacramento for a year, getting clean. I'm a year and 8 months as of the 24th of January. And I was gone for a year. When I left, dude was normal. I came back, dude was gone. He didn't even know who he was half the time. He was just spaced. He was a totally different person. People that were smoking it, snorting it, now shooting it, slowly losing their sanity. For you people who, think that, oh, it won't happen to me, that's what I thought too. You know what? It might not happen to you. Why take that chance? I had a job for a little bit. I could have maintained. I lost it. You can never maintain. Some people, yeah, they can. And I'm impressed with them. But it's too risky. It really is. Why risk it? Yeah. Life is beautiful. Yeah, shit sucks. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm 5 grand in debt, and it's getting deeper. My car barely works. I have no heater, and sleep. I sleep in an RV. You guys have seen it. I have no heater in here, so it's cold at night. And I shattered my window. Well, somebody shattered my window. Either way, my window's fucking shattered. But it's cold as fuck in here. I have no bathroom. Well, I have a bathroom, but it's full of shit. I have to clean it, and it's a pain in the ass because it's been cold and fucking raining, and I haven't had the funds to. So, yeah, I'm going through a lot of shit. But you know what? My shit could be a lot goddamn worse. I could be homeless again. I could be the one sitting in that hospital bed. My life is fucking beautiful. I could smoke weed. I work in a fucking strip club. I might have a job in a cannabis club here pretty soon. I got really good friends that, I hated having to leave when I was gone for that year, but I'm back and I'm so glad that the friends that I had before I did meth are still willing to be my friends now. And I've made friends at the club, and yeah, there's a lot of girls there that hate me, and that's fine because without haters, I couldn't be a success because I need somebody to laugh at as I make it to the top. But to all of you, you know, you guys are great, and my life is amazing, and I complain a lot, but it's because I vent. Because sometimes shit's stressful. Sometimes I just want to pull my hair out, but it's still here and it's still intact and it's still fucking luxurious. So don't do drugs, you know. If you don't want to listen to your parents because they're old and they're stupid. If you don't want to listen to, your teachers because they're old and they're stupid. And you don't want to listen to fucking, cops because they're old and they're stupid and they're pigs. That's actually the smartest thing you can ever do. If you're not going to listen to them, though, listen to me. I'm only 25. Okay? And in the 4 years that I was hopped up on meth and heroin, I've done and seen some shit that you couldn't imagine. I've only been to jail 4 times, and I never want to go back. I didn't want to go back the 3 other times, but that was out of my control. And all 4 times, by the way, I didn't commit a crime. I'm that much of a fucking rock star. No. It was basically no trespassing, and I had a public intox once. But yeah, so don't do it, Just trust me, okay? I'm not that old, and I've got the experience to be able to tell you it's not worth it. At the end of the day, just, smoke some weed, a little bit, not, don't get fucking baked out of your head, just because that's bad. You know, just smoke some weed, live life, go hiking, go see some nature, go see the beauty of the world, because it's everywhere. And just remember, you know, I'm going to say a quote, and I say it all the time. And when I first said it, it made people smile. Live your life like it's your last 20 seconds on earth, and always live 30 minutes away from fame. Live your life like a rock star. explore, be adventurous, write your story. Do you want when you get your biography, do you want it to be a little children's book? Or do you want that shit to be bigger than Harry Potter? Think about it. Slow your goddamn car down through my goddamn street. I want to let everyone know something right now. If any of you, I find out are texting or calling people while driving or speeding through fucking residential neighborhoods where there's children, I will find you and I will hurt you. Because that's not fucking okay. Alright? Don't do it. Bye-bye.